Hello, you magical people. Welcome back on Salt and Sugar Saga. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified for all the upcoming videos. Today we are making beautiful, super moist red velvet cake. And for this cake, I have taken some buttermilk, which is obviously at room temperature, and in which I'm going to add some vinegar. This is white vinegar, followed by some vanilla extract. Here I have taken some coffee powder. This is an instant coffee powder in which I have added some warm water. I'm going to dissolve the coffee well in that and I'm going to add this coffee water in the buttermilk and I'm going to mix it really well and keep it aside. So everything is well mixed. Okay, we're going to keep that aside and it's time to add all our dry ingredients. I have taken some regular plain flour followed by some salt, baking soda, baking powder, some cocoa powder, some almond flour, and we're gonna sift it. I'm gonna whisk it so that everything is well mixed and no lump. Dry ingredients should be ready. So I'm whisking my flour mixture and once everything is well whisked, we'll keep it aside. Okay, now I'm gonna take another clean bowl and in this bowl I'm gonna add oil. You can take any flavorless oil followed by some sugar and I'm gonna whisk it really well just for a minute. And now I'm gonna add the eggs one at a time. Oopsie doopsie. So be careful while adding the eggs because we do not want any shells in that. Time to add another egg. And this time I was careful, yes. So this egg yolk is running. So we're gonna whisk it. And as you can see, now the oil and the sugar is getting thicker. So the mixture is well whisked now. Now in 3 batches, I'm gonna add the flour mixture alternatively with the buttermilk mixture. So here I have added some flour mixture, added a little bit of buttermilk mixture and I'm gonna keep on whisking it. Second batch of flour and second batch of buttermilk mixture. Again, we're gonna whisk it. Now the last batch of our flour and last batch of our buttermilk. So you don't have to whisk the ingredient very vigorously. We just want to incorporate all the dry and wet ingredients. At the last, I'm going to add red color. It is better if you're going to use the red liquid color, not the dry one. Okay, so how beautiful the batter is looking. See the bright red color. Now with the help of the spatula, I'm going to scrape the bottom. And once again, mix everything really well. I have already preheated my oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Now in 8-inch pan, I'm gonna divide the batter equally. Once the batter is well divided, we're gonna tap the batter a couple of times so that we can release any air bubbles in that. And it's time for Get Set Bake. It's looking very beautiful, soft, tender, and you can see it has already passed our toothpick test. By the time our cake layer cools completely, we're gonna make our cream cheese frosting. So for that, I have taken some room temperature unflavored, unsalted butter, and I'm gonna whisk the butter for good 5 to 6 minutes. And now I'm gonna add some cream cheese in that. See, the cream cheese is not exactly at room temperature. I have taken it out so that it comes to the room temperature, but before using it for 15 minutes, I have chilled it. In that way, the cream cheese frosting will not be very liquidy. It will be firm, holds its shape, and you can use it in any way you want. It will be good as the buttercream frosting and delicious than that. Now we're gonna add our confectioner sugar in 2 to 3 batches, and we're gonna whisk it again and again. And it's time to add some lemon juice, which is again gonna add more flavor in that. So the frosting is ready, and now we're gonna pipe it, and you can see how beautifully it is holding its shape. We're gonna spread it around and level it up. Once it is nice and smooth and properly leveled, we're gonna place another layer of cake over it. Now I'm gonna cover my cake with the cream cheese frosting. I'm keeping my cake semi-nude, which means I'm not gonna cover it completely, and you can see the cake even after frosting. Once you are satisfied with the coating and covering of the cake, it's time to beautify your cake. So I'm gonna give a nice swirl on the top of the cake. And now I'm gonna top it with some rosemary and sugared berries. These berries are simple to prepare, and for this you need 1/4 cup of sugar dissolved in half a cup of water. Now take the berries and dip in the sugar water and strain them out. And now you can roll them in granulated sugar to get even coating of sugar. And that's it. We have these beautiful looking berries, which is gonna make our cake look irresistibly delicious and give it a festive look. Here we have our beautiful yet tender yet delicious red velvet cake. Hope you like the recipe, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. Until next time, take care, bye bye, and keep watching Salted Sugar Saga.